works this time.
You good?
No, the internet, like, it froze again.
What the hell?
So I'm just gonna go out and come back in. Okay, there we go. All right, let me know when you guys are here. I just had to restart it. I don't know what, you know, on YouTube, it's like right when I get at that 45-minute mark, it starts freezing on me. So we will just have to see how that goes. Hi, Starla. Yeah, I got your message. I saw it. I don't know what's going on. So,
Sorry.
Did you bring my paintbrushes?
No, I didn't hear you ask for them.
Yes.
I will go get them.
They are on your vanity.
Yep. I have Gavin run them down. I'm trying to work for dinner.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna let our mushroom dry now. But I think it turned out really well. Oh, wait, we gotta finish doing our buttons. Our buttons aren't done. I just noticed that. Hi, how are you? Yes, you did. I'm glad you're here. So is your name Viola? Yes, Robin. I just had to get out and start a new one. I don't know what's going on. Like, having worked for an internet service provider and then not being able to get that specific internet service provider has been really annoying because that internet service provider has been the best in my opinion. And the one that we have now, it's just like... Oh, Viola. There we go. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, honey. I need my paintbrushes. Thank you, sweetie. You're welcome. That was Gavin. That wasn't Lincoln, if you guys were wondering. So I'm just doing the tops of my mushrooms. I'm just putting Mod Podge on them so I can get them glittered. And then that cup is done. Oh, that's so awesome! Gonna... I don't know why I always do this to myself. It's just like, just open the glitter ahead of time. Makes things so much easier. All right. All right, so there's that. Now I'm just going to touch up that pink. So the other cup we're gonna work on tonight is actually a remake of a Tumbler I already did live, but because of Facebook's live policy, I lost it. And it's been a request for one that I've due for a while now. So can anybody guess which Tumbler I'm gonna do? Remember, now I said, so here's your clues. I've been requested a lot to redo it. Actually, I know which color it is that I used. Anybody got any guesses? I'm just gonna use. Oh, thank you, Viola. So that is one of our Viola. I don't know why I did that. That is one of our Tumbler charms that we sell on our website for tumblers. So. Do I need to have Nick bring it down? You guys, no guesses? No, it's not a snow globe. Trying to challenge my OGs. It's a cup I did exclusively on a live. Or on lives, plural. Brian, I've been meaning to call you. I know phone calls are weird at this day and age. It is not pink. I just miss you so much. It's not even funny. Well, the cup I'm redoing. I know. It's just not in the cards. It's just 2025 has just kicked us in the teeth. Maybe we can pull Hail Mary out and go because we really want to. Well, it's my sea turtle one. It's my sea turtle cup. It's the one tutorial that is my most requested. I'm going to do a little bit different colors on it. But the sea turtle and starfish is what we're going to start tonight as well. And I knew it was a stretch for anybody to like guess that because I haven't been doing cups that much or that often lately. All right, so this is Mango Madness Pina Colada. Do you guys know what cup I'm talking about, or do I need to go get it? I can get it, or I have Nick go get it. Oh, you do, Brian? He's been building so much lately. Okay, so now our mushroom is done. What you guys think? I think it turned out super cute. So I need to go grab this. I'm kidding. Let me do this really fast. I'm texting Nick to bring it down here. There we go. Oh, you're on here. Look at your text messages and have either Lincoln or Gavin bring it down to me. Kim, you're here. So we just finished. We're gonna be doing a heart peekaboo. So this one, like it's a heart snow globe. We're gonna be doing this. And then we just finished the base for it. Okay, and this is actually Kim's cup. I just have never invoiced her for it. So you guys really don't remember this one? My sea turtle? My waves? So I'm going to start this and record it so we can do a tutorial on YouTube so you guys can have it for step by step. Why are you standing behind me now?
I'm watching.
Creeper.
Creepily.
Creeper.
Menacingly.
So this is what we're getting ready to do now, okay? So, there's stuff on this. This cup has been like everywhere with me. Aw, thank you, Danielle. So I'm going to do this, but now we're going to do it in a 30 ounce just to make it bigger so I don't have two of the same cups floating around. And I know, Kim, this one, you claimed this one. So we're going to do a 30. I'm going to do a little bit different of a color scheme just to mix it up because I never like making two of the exact same cup. I know a lot of people do that, and I love that for them. I'm just not that person. So, whether it's like I change up the size, I change up the colors, I can't do it. It's just not my thing. So I'm just going to pop this off. I made the trash can. I know you guys can't see that, but I'm like, yes. Okay. So, are there any requests for color schemes or anything different that you'd like to see on this one? I can't promise I'll do it, but I could take it in consideration. Some pink. Emerald green. Okay, so I'll explain something in just a second. And this is my thought process, but I'm going to see if it changes your color suggestions for the tumbler. So the beach, so it's kind of like a beach cup, but it's not a beach cup because I left it to where it's the water. And honestly, I noticed this the other day. I have the waves going the wrong way. And I'll show you why in just a second. Because it's supposed to be like the starfish are out in the water coming up onto the beach. So it's supposed to be like all water because they're water creatures. But, because otherwise I don't want like a sea turtle floating in the sky. Or am I just overthinking it too much? I could be overthinking it too much. So here, let me show you. So see, like, the wave should be going this way. Nick's made a cup. Nick's made a cup. Because, like, it's the water washing into the shore. I realized this the other day. But we're not going to talk about that. So, I know. I did it the wrong way. Put the water on the bottom and sunset on top. So I could do like a sunset up here. Oh, the tide's going out. Yeah, I know, but I just... I see how it is, Brian. No, I'm just joking. Okay, so then why don't we do this? It's a bigger cup, so I have more room on this. I might only do 2 starfish and a turtle. Yeah, I have the turtle going out into the water. So we're going to do this. All right. I love a good challenge, and that's why I always ask you guys, okay? So we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna make this easier on myself. And you guys say I never showcase my tools, so I'm gonna showcase my tools. If I can find my tools. I just had, oh here, I was like, I just had it the other day. I know I had it. So to make this easy on myself, so this is a fully, okay, well, we'll adjust. So this is a prepped cup. I'm gonna say that here. So this, I don't know if you guys know this, but this is our ultimate decal guide. It's like our flagship product. If you're new to the channel or haven't seen this before. So this is it, and then I'm gonna use our marker attachment. So this isn't the one that comes with it, it's the larger one, so I can use like markers with it. But I'm gonna do this one because you guys are challenging me, and that's great. That's what I love. That's why I do these lives, because otherwise I would just go with the flow and whatever's easy. Why did I just tighten that so tight? So what I'm going to do is we're going to do the water to here. So this is what I'm doing. The water is going to come to here, and then I'm going to try and do a 3-color ombre with the sky in that little space. I don't know why I do this stuff myself, but we're going to do it, okay? So I'm just going to kind of lock this in place right here. I've got my marker, and this way I can keep myself organized on my cup. I know you're probably like, Brooke, keep yourself organized on a cup. It makes sense, trust me, because a lot of times if you just kind of wing it, you'll end up with heartache because you're like, oh, why didn't I just do it this way? So we're gonna go with it. Okay, so I'm tightening my marker down, and then this way I know I can get a straight line on the cup. So I'll show you in just a second, so I can tape it off, okay? Maybe I will do a moon tumbler charm. How does that sound? And we put that up here, so we're adding more 3D elements to it since I'm taking off a starfish. All right, so, oops, I'm skipping because I'm talking. All right, so I got my line. So that way I know where to tape off for my sky, okay? So let me unscrew this. So I'll set that to the side. And then I got my tumbler cradle. Oh, I got epoxy on this. Dang it. Oh, there they are. I was like, where did my tapes go? So I took a lot of my tapes when we did that convention here in St. Louis out, and I've never put them back. So it's like, I have like my crappy tape, because tape matters. I don't care what you say. It matters. There we go. So I'm just going to follow this line now. It doesn't have to be perfect, but for my sanity it does. And I'm just going to tape off there we go. So this is going to be the transition for the sky, okay? And I promise this will make sense. You guys following, or am I, did I lose y'all yet? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna grab a chuck really fast. So I'm just going to paint an ombre on here. It's not going to be anything too spectacular because I'm going to be using primarily some blues. And when I say blues, I mean metallics. But I still like to use this as kind of like a guide for where I place my glitters. So that way I know, hey, this is where my gold section is. This is where I'm going to kind of transition a little bit. This is where I'm going to go into it. And it helps a lot when you do it with your paint so you can kind of see where everything's going to lay out. That's just what works for me. Other people do it differently, but just do whatever works for your tumblers, okay? All right, so I got my paintbrush here. And also, if you wanted to, you could just do a nice paint ombre, whether it be with spray paint or acrylic paint, and just come in with an opal glitter over the whole thing, and then you don't have to ombre glitter. But it's whatever floats your boat. Okay, so I'm gonna get this here. I've got this here. These are our tumbler stands, arm stands. They're my favorite things in the whole world. Robin didn't know we carried them when she was here, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, where has this been on my whole life?" I was like, "It's been on the website, but I don't promote it." Okay, so here's the gold. I need some whites. Where'd my white go? Oh, it's right there. Oh yeah, so Viola, we don't do the sleeves. We do the tumbler charms, but Dimensional Drinks does the sleeves. Why not wood? So it's just the gold paint. So it's gonna come in like this. Why don't I promote myself? Because I just feel weird doing it. I always have. Even like when you go back to like my earliest tutorials, like my earliest YouTube tutorials, I don't do a good job of promoting myself. I don't know. Oh, it's okay, Viola. I have no problem. Like, yeah, yeah, they're a lot of fun. I enjoy them quite a bit. All right, so we got our gold there. I know, Brian. I know. Trust me, I'm showing my stuff though. I usually don't. So, okay, so here's white paint. And one thing I want to mention is that I'm not rinsing off my brush, okay? And the reason why I'm mentioning that is because I'm trying to blend these colors. I'm not waiting for them to dry. I'm just going directly in with the next color. So that way you get kind of the flow of the colors, okay? So I'm just gonna come in right here with the white. And then that way, I've got a little bit of that color there, and then it just kind of blends together. Okay, so then I'm just gonna grab some of this. So you guys see how I'm loading my brush? It's like half and half. And I'm just gonna go right there in the middle to start that blend, okay? And I have not rinsed my brush, okay? So there we go. Now, I forgot to grab this, but I will just look at. I'm gonna grab a dry paper towel to take off. Hi, Vanessa, how are you? So if you can see that there, so see how you can get that blend there? It goes from the gold to the white. So I'm just keeping my brush the same way. And now I'm gonna come in again with more gold. So I'm gonna load up more gold on my paintbrush. So more gold there. There, you can kind of see it, and less white, okay? But I'm still gonna do it. And then we're gonna go up just a little bit higher, okay? And we're gonna blend those colors together. Here we go. So see how it got that transition that we want? Look how pretty it is. I'm loving it. I'm just making sure that I'm keeping my brush the same way, so that way we don't flippy floppy on ourselves. And I'm just gonna kind of blend those together. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of blot this off. Hi Pam, how are you? All right, so there we go. And now I'm just gonna come in with straight gold and then just go do kind of another coat down here. I need some more. Why, Brian? Why am I so smart? Oh, thank you. Alright, so I'm just gonna come in like this. Do another coat. And that white is just, it's actually giving me more dimension and like more coverage, so I'm fine with that. Go just like this. And then get some paint. Oh. I thought you were making fun of me for not promoting myself. Kidding. And if you guys don't know, I know Brian in real life, so he's not just... I know a lot of you guys in real life, actually. I don't even know why I mentioned that, but yes. Okay. So I'm happy with the way that looks. I'm gonna blot this off and then come in with more white because now we're gonna go into the blues. Now, preferably if I was working with like any of my wood projects or on canvas, I'd have a dry brush. But because we're on tumblers, dry brush doesn't work that well. I'm sure somebody else has been able to figure it out. I have not. So it does help to blend when you have a little bit of a white brush or wet brush. Oh, I know, Brian. I really miss you guys. So that's why I always do that. So I'm going to come in with some white up here again. Just kind of... This is the pure white. But see how it's just transitioning nicely for us? And again, it's just to work as kind of our guide for where we place down our glitters. So. I messed that up. I couldn't leave it alone. So I'm just gonna come in with some gold, white. Fix that there, and then I'm gonna do another coat of, I need another paper towel. There we go. I can really squeeze that paint out of it now. Got it. All right. And I hope you guys see that you don't have to just have your perfect paint job right off the bat, okay? Like, go back and forth. Layer it. Make sure you like it. And if you don't, you can always start over. It's not that big of a deal. Oh no, Brian. Nick, do you have bifocals? I think Nick has like trifocals or something like that. His eyesight's so bad. Okay, so now we got our gold and our white in a pretty good spot, okay? So I'm gonna dip this down here. And now I'm just gonna move in with our lighter blue. So this is just an island blue is what it's called. Just whatever you have, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna do that. Just, again, blot the water out. I don't know why I'm using this, but I just had Gavin bring me down the new ones. There we go. Oh, really, Nick? I don't know. I should know this as your wife, but oh well. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the light blue. And so I'm going to start on this side of the brush with the light blue. So just kind of like this. And just get the placement and start kind of working it into that white. I'm going to grab a little bit of white like that. See that? And I'm going to make sure my colors are lined up. And we're just going to go around the tumbler. There we go. So I think I'm a little high up, so I'm going to do this again just a little bit lower because otherwise this is going to be like an all white cup. So I'm going to go down here. Starla, I've been talking to Nick about getting LASIK because he's actually a pretty good looking dude, but you can't see him because of how thick his glasses are. So I'm like, honey, just let it go. Let's let it happen. That's what I say. It's literally a direct quote. Just let it happen. Let's just get it done. Okay. So actually, something pretty cool just happened. Hi, guy. And I'm glad I did it. So because I started up so much higher with the blue and white, I actually am getting a gradient as I move down. So see how you can see the darker blue up top, but because I have white down here, it's getting lighter and lighter. So it's like a happy accident. Call me Bob Ross, okay? Because I'm now working this down into that white. So see how that happened? I'm actually pretty happy about it. All right, so there we go. So we got our blue going. Brooke Ross. Should I wear a fro next time? Yeah, Brian, I've heard that. My mom worked in an ophthalmology practice for a good chunk of my life. So I should ask her. Okay, so now I'm going to get some of that darker blue. Do you guys like me showing you how I paint this stuff, or you're just like, my goodness, get to the glittering already? Ooh, I did not mix that up. It's like pure pigment. There we go. I know, Robin. Well, I'm glad. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and just go up to this top. Oop, there is way too much water in this. There we go. So you guys see why I painted, or I did the painter's tape just so that way I can be sloppy as I need to for this. So I'm gonna get some of this water off here. My goodness. All right, so I'm gonna grab some lighter blue there and just go right into it. Go. Sorry, I'm getting some of this water out of here because there's just way too much water in it. Okay, and now again, I'm going to do the other half with the lighter blue. Just kind of blend those two colors. Now, if I wanted to, let's say I did a second coat, I got it perfectly painted, I could come in with just an opal glitter, but I'm not going to do that because I feel like you guys would like say, that's cheating. So we're not going to do that. So I'm going to dry this really fast and I'm going to mix up some epoxy so we could do the epoxy method. Man, that dark blue is disappointing. Oops, I always forget that's back there now. So I got some black. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of black. I gotta do a different blue because this is just not pulling it. There we go. Hopefully this works. Now that's way too black. Darn it. You know what? I got blue. Yeah, now they just turned ugly gray. What am I doing? It's like I'm questioning all my life decisions at the moment. I'm gonna leave a little bit of that black in there, but maybe that's it. They were in the garage. Okay, I think this is gonna work now. There we go. Okay, so that's a little bit darker. Much better. Oh, no, I need more blue because I ruined that one. Thanks. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this water out. It's just it's messing up the colors. I don't know if you guys have ever had this problem. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna come in with the lighter blue right here and just blend it out. There we go. Just slowly making my way up to where I'm getting a nice blend of the colors. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit down and I'm gonna mix up some epoxy. I've got it warming right behind me. Actually, I probably should turn that heater off, but so I'm only going to mix up about 20 milliliters. Now, I'm not going to need that much, but that way I know I've got plenty if I need it, okay? These are, like, why do epoxy bottles get so gross? Just so gross. So if you're wondering why I did my other cups earlier, with Mod Podge, you're like, well, why'd you switch to epoxy? I've got an answer for you. The reason I like to switch to epoxy is because we're going to be doing an ombre. So I prefer the working time with the epoxy method. Do whatever floats your boat, but I just feel like I can blend better with epoxy. I get better coverage. So it just, I get just better overall ombres when I'm doing, especially this many colors with on a cup. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit. I am mixing like nobody's business. Yeah, but like Robin, I probably need less than 10 milliliters. I just like to make sure that I get it mixed thoroughly, because I've had that happen where like I'll go in for an ombre or an epoxy method and I have like a whole like section that's not mixed and I'm like, what the heck's going on? And then I'm like, oh, that's what happened. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna dry this a little bit and then I'm gonna pick out our colors. I have most of them sitting out over here. Yeah, I know, Kim. Like, honestly, it is like 100% like my preferred method. Oh my gosh, I just did that. But especially when I'm live, sometimes it's just easier to use Mod Podge. Or if I'm doing like detail work, then I'll do Mod Podge. But the other reason why I like to dry my paint right beforehand is because it warms my cup and it makes my, hi Michaela, it helps my epoxy go on smoother. Oops. Thank you. That's what we're doing. So what we're doing actually, Michaela, and if you're just jumping on, I can show you. We are remaking this cup. So this is a cup I had done about a year ago, I want to say. And so now we are remaking it together. So let me grab our glitters. So my favorite sand for this is Cowboy Colada. It's up on the website because it's an irregular cut, so it really gives it a lot of dimension and color. So I like that. Then I like to go over, like for my beaches, I will do that with white linen, and then I'm gonna come in with coconut strawberry. Coconut, like, what is the name of it? Why can't I remember? It's like coconut snowball martini. I got it. I knew it was gonna come to me. For that, I'm gonna end with Corpse Reviver. I'm gonna blend into this one. I'll share all of this. Actually, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna do hard ocean water. So one thing I will tell you about my waters, and I'll explain that. I'll show you in a second. I need a lighter. This should work. Okay. So when I'm doing, and I think this is going to, oh, that's awesome, Michaela. It's going to make sense. But when I do my oceans, Now, take away the ocean, like the sand and the whites. I'm not talking about that. Oh, that's awesome. But when I'm doing my water blend and it's supposed to be all like one body of something's like water, I like to keep all of my glitters the same type. Hi, Patty. It's okay. So what this means is like I'm going to make sure that I'm using all metallic glitters, because what happens is when you're trying to do an opal or like a transition like this, it doesn't always look great. And this is just from my experience. You guys can absolutely do whatever floats your boat and what works for you. But what I have found is I always like to make sure that I'm keeping all my glitters the same. So if I wanted to do an all opal ocean, then I will do all opals, or iridescence, I guess is what I should call it, all iridescence. But if I want to do a metallic, then I want to keep it all metallic. And I will show you the difference. So this is actually two ombres. So it's one ombre and then I came in and did another. I like to do that too sometimes. But this is iridescence. So see that? We're going to do metallics just because I'm going to mix it up for you guys. So I have that one as a backup. Not completely. Michaela, you should really hand wash these. Okay, so I got my epoxy right here. It's kind of warm. A little more warm than I would like, but we're just going to kind of come in and do, yeah, it's flash curing on me. That's what I thought. It should be okay though if I spread it on. Okay, it's not. I thought it was, but it's not. So I'm just going to come through and apply a nice even coat over the whole tumbler. Now I'm doing this a little bit thicker because we are doing so many colors in one area. Okay, now if I knew this was just gonna be a 2-color ombre, I would just do it as thin as possible. Like I wouldn't even put epoxy on my gloves. It would just be left over from like another cup, if that makes sense. But because we are going to be layering, ooh, that is getting warm. We'll be okay though. Because we're layering and we want to get a lot of depth to our color, I'm gonna do just a little bit thicker. Oops, the paint's moving on me. It's not completely dry. That's right. We'll be okay. It's on my glove. Okay, there we go. Pam, you need to. You know what, Pam? I was feeling like the same thing today. Like, I was like, you know what? I've got to just get out there and do it. I haven't done it in so long. I'm gonna have to switch hands because I don't want to get glue all in my... Because, like some of the girls know, I've just been... Life's just hard right now. Like, I don't... just... Doesn't matter who you think the president should be. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. It's just hard right now. And I only say that because I know there's a lot of divisiveness right now going on. All right, I'm gonna take this off. Oh, that'll be awesome. All right, so I'm just switching hands because this one has paint on it. And I'm just gonna do the bottom now, okay? Oh, yeah. Like, I really try, a lot of my, like, people know this. I'll talk to you. Like, well, even when I used to be on Facebook all the time. I don't mind talking to you, or it's kind of weird when I feel like some creators just, like, get on here just to talk to themselves. They don't really respond to comments or anything. I was like, what are you doing? All right, so just kind of coming in, patting this down. Oh no, Pam, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I'll be praying for you. And I know I can say that to you, so. Actually, I'll say that to anybody, but. All right, so that is good to go. I'm gonna clean this up really fast so we don't get epoxy all over the place. Yeah, but also, Michaela, my husband is an admin, and he likes to kick people that cause problems pretty quickly. No, Nick, that's what it's fine. It was starting to flash cure on me, but I got it. Because I had it sit in front of the space heater because I forgot to turn it off. I'm going to clean this up just real fast. But now that it's thinner, it won't. It should be okay. If not, we'll fix it. Actually, some of my best lives that I think the most people have gotten the most out of has been when I mess something up and I'll fix it live. Because I don't mind doing that. There we go. I just don't want to put my arm in epoxy. All right, who's ready? I think I need to like pump myself up to do this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the lighter colors first, just because that's how I roll. So I'm going to start laying down my coconut stone martini first. You're like, Brooke, that doesn't make any sense. Trust me, it will. So I'm going to start right here in this section. And I'm going to hold it down because it's going to be going into the metallics. So that's why we're really going to start with this. So I'm just going to kind of hold it up and just start laying our glitter down. There's no going back now. Hi, Rita. How are you? All right, so we got that white going. And I'm just going in a little bit thicker than I normally would because for two reasons. The first is I did apply more of that epoxy than I normally do, but also because I'm going to be blending this upwards with no, Michaela, I don't. I'll show you just a second. We're going to be blending it with a metallic, so I want to make sure that I'm getting as much on here as possible that I want so that it doesn't disappear on me. Now I'm going to hold it down at this angle, okay? I'm just going to kind of sprinkle that into there. Okay, I went a little bit too heavy, but it's all right. We'll fix it. All right, so there we go. So there's our white. Okay, now I'm going to come in with white linen. So Michaela, I just do this. That's why I have my paper underneath me. She is on her way to Puerto Rico to see her daughters. Hi, Sonia. I'm so glad you're here. We're glad to have you. All right, so now I'm coming in with white linen. So this is like a gold white. I don't know if you guys have seen me use this before. It's one of my favorites. It's one that everybody needs. So I'm just going to go right over that transition area with this. And it's a little bit finer. So I'm just going to kind of sprinkle that into the white. Okay, so you see that. So I'm going to go in kind of over that, but then holding it down at like a 45-degree angle. Okay. And these two blend so well together. Yes, it can be, but we're used to it here. Okay, so do you see how it's just like that nice, subtle difference? It's all... Oh, So, funny story, Sonia. My aunt, who's like one of my favorite people in my whole world, she was 10 years old when I was born, and so she was still in my grandparents' house when I was little, and she had a best friend named Sonia. So that's why, and that's how she pronounces it. Oh yeah, that one is so good. I use it all the time. It's one of my go-tos. All right, so now we got those two laid down. So I'm going to come in with the Cowboy Colada. If you guys have, I don't use this one too much, but it's really good for beach tumblers and also pencil tumblers. Okay, so I'm just going to come in like this and this one because we've already got that laid down. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it lightly, and it's just going to kind of add that little beach texture to it. So Rita, Paige is actually down by you guys in Arkansas right now for church camp. So I'm just kind of coating that butt. And look at that. So we got our sand blended in. What do you guys think? I know. They're like, no, we got rid of you once. We're not letting you back. I'm kidding. Okay, so there we go. So there is the start of our beach tumbler. Oh my god, she's at John Brown University. I think that's the name of it. They're doing a bunch of like mission work and stuff like that. Thank you, Pam. Okay, so now he's something else. So now we're going to go into our beach water. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to start with Singing in the Rain, and then we're going to go into Hard Ocean Water, and then Corpse Reviver. Okay. Hey, Robin, I still have not told him about that picture I sent to you guys. I might have to show him now after this. But shh, we're not going to talk about it. He's going to be so mad. All right, so now we're going to go in with our metallics, okay? Starlight knows exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing that... So, okay, I'll tell you. So, remember when you scared me really bad, either last night or the night before, and I accidentally hit you somewhere? Well, while you were on the ground, I might have taken a picture, and I might have sent it to the girls. And Wendy may or may not be in that group chat where the picture was shared. Now, the good news is that she's not really printing vinyl anymore or stickers. So you should be good, you know? So what happened, you guys are probably like, what is going on? So what happened was the other night I was working on the printers because I was fulfilling orders. And the way it works is our HVAC unit is like right in front of our printer room. So I was standing there, but like you can't see like what's coming for you. And so I'm down there, I'm working on the printer, I'm like reloading some filament, and all of a sudden I feel something on my neck, and I see just like this massive black thing. I was like, what is going on? Well, I like to say that there are two types of people when they get scared. Those who just like cower when they get scared, and those who are up for fights. Well, if you guys can't tell, I don't cower at all when I get scared. Instead, I threw my elbow straight back, and then I just kicked forward in the genital region towards Nicholas. So I didn't know it was Nick. I just thought it was something coming at me. And the next thing I know, Nick is laying in the middle. Hi, Kim. Of the basement floor, just like cowering in pain, thinking he's gonna throw up. So, that is what happened. And while he was down for the count, I took a picture of him because it was funny and just to kind of commemorate the situation or what happened. Okay, so so that was Singing in the Rain. The next one is Hard Water, Hard Ocean Water. So there we go. There's our blend. So yeah. Brian, I didn't mean to, and I felt bad afterwards. I think he learned a valuable lesson, because honestly, he was trying to be super sweet. He wasn't being his normal mischievous self. But he was just trying to come in and give me some lovin's and while I was working. And I just didn't respond well, you know? Like it was just... Yeah, don't scare me. I don't... 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Look at that color. Oh my gosh, you guys, isn't that beautiful? I love it. So this is exactly what I created this hard ocean water for, because I feel like there's a lot of good blue glitters out there. Don't get me wrong. But there wasn't one that really kind of was that middle ground. Does that make sense? Oh, he wasn't crafting. He was just coming down to play on his computer. So I was sorry. I was kind of coming through and just laying that down a little bit. Yeah, Patty, these are all my glitters. They're all on the website. So this one's hard ocean water. That one I have gotten a hang of, and I have been doing that. So that's hard ocean water with Singing in the Rain. If Singing in the Rain is out of stock, you could use Arctic Mule. And then I'm going to end with Corpse Reviver. Oh my gosh, Starla. Well, I think I'm going to make a t-shirt with it now that he knows. You know? Just... And then I'm just going to kind of come in and just top this off right here with Corpse Reviver. Just kind of blend that in. So I only did a little bit of that because I want to... Oops, I did not mean to go down that far. Should be okay. I just want to have that harsh line between this and the sky, okay? So I'm just going to kind of go like this. Hey, honey, I know you said we don't know the pain, but how many children have you had? Why do I need your address? So there we go. All right, so I'm gonna come in here, let that sit. I'm gonna blend a little bit more back and forth, okay? Yeah, I think hard ocean water doesn't get the love it deserves. Honestly, I don't know that I need to blend. What do you guys think? Do you think I need to blend anymore? I think it's pretty good. Oh, you need that Christmas card? We can send that out from CamiPaige. That'd be really funny. What, honey? They love you, okay? That's what this is about. They just want to share in your misery to show their continued friendship, you know? All right, so I'm just going to kind of blend that down just a little bit. Like that. And then I'm going to do a little bit more of the hard ocean water. I know I just put that away and then I got it back out, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh, Nick, that would be the best idea ever if we made a Nicholas calendar. Viola, that's amazing. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, I think we need to make a Nick calendar. And everybody's thinking, wow, that's inappropriate. No, it's not going to be like pleasing or flattering pictures like a firefighter calendar. It's going to be all of the wonderful pictures I have of Nicholas. Like the one that we made the Scott's leaf build or turf builder. Okay, so there's that one. I'm just going to kind of come in just a little bit further down. Okay, and then I'm going to come back in with Singing in the Rain. And this baby should be done. Brian. All right. So Brian, should I get him like in a fireman costume, just like for 1 or 2 months? Is that what I'm hearing from you? Lincoln's got a bunch of them. I can have him pick one. All right. So there we go, guys. I think it's done. Like, there's a lot of dark blue in this. I'm just like taking that out. I might just have to toss this. Maybe I can, you know what, Brian, just to keep it on the most appropriate level possible, I might have AI do it. Just have AI say, hey, here's my husband's face. Create some firefighter outfits of him, please. So, all right. Satisfying tape pull. Ooh. It's got epoxy on it. Everybody's like, who doesn't like know me is like, what is going on? They don't know. There we go. I said one little spot. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry. I'll let this dry. And then I'll probably spray seal it like once or twice. And then I'll probably come in with either a coat of UV resin or just epoxy over it. And then then we can do the sky. So that way I can, because the reason why I'm doing that is if I were just to spray seal this, if I taped off this section for the sky, then it would just pull up. But if I go over this with like a coat of UV resin, or if I just did a coat of regular epoxy, which I probably will just do, then that seals it in and I don't have to worry about it coming up when I go into the sky. And then since we're going to be doing glitter here, it will just even out, okay? So just in case you guys were, I know I'm going to get questions about this. So this is Cowboy Colada. So it's the irregular cut of the gold. Then we went into white linen. Then coconut snowball martini. Then I went in with Singing in the Rain, but I think that's out of stock. So if you need a light blue, Arctic Mule is the other one I was going to grab instead, but I just went with Singing in the Rain. Then Hard Ocean Water, and then Corpse Reviver. So those are the glitters. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off. I can't believe our 2 hours went by that fast, but thank you so much for joining. I might even go live tomorrow to finish off the sky. So we'll see how that goes. But because I'm really liking how this is coming together. And I think it's funny because it's like the same, it's similar, but not the exact same, you know? So it's just a different take on it. But I'm really liking how this is coming together. I love that you guys were part of this, that you were challenging me, because that is my favorite part, is you guys can always challenge me, and then I have to do it live. So have a good rest of your week if I don't see you, and we will hang out again soon. Good night.